Hi, I'm Jobert Abueva from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and I am a global marketer during the day, but I am also the author of a memoir called Boy Wander. A lot of what I talk about in my book was this nomadic boyhood from a very young age. Because my father was a roving academic, we would find ourselves like pinballs, just going all over the world and never staying put in one place. I was born in Manila, the Philippines, but when I was 1 year old, we lived in Honolulu. When I was two, we lived in Brooklyn. When I was four, we returned to Manila. Years later, we jumped to Kathmandu and then to Bangkok, back to Manila. And then I spent my high school years in Japan. So I was never in one place. And the downside of every time we had to move was that there was this feeling of being uprooted, just as I was feeling comfortable. And what I found happen is that even as I became an adult, um, there was still this sense of wanting to keep moving. And I took an international marketing job that I was willing to go to London and China and Bangkok and everywhere. And I even burnt out from corporate America as a result. I can understand why I was so willing to move around as an adult. And I think that had a lot to do with being moved around as a child. I feel like there's been a lot of that nomadic, always, I think there's even a term for it being called destination addictive, which means you're always thinking that the next move, the next job, the next um, relationship, perhaps the next place is not here and it's somewhere in the future. And I believe there could be a downside to that because maybe I would never be content with all the good things that are really right in front of me. So, in order to get through this, I do believe one thing I think I've been better about is a lot of self-reflection and, taking on meditation and opportunities to uh, enjoy solitude. I write a lot, and a lot of my writing has helped me through. Even the process of writing my memoir has enabled me to confront even the difficult parts of my childhood and all this moving around. And it's I've been able to process it and better understand it. And by doing that, this self-reflection has also enabled me to say, wait a minute, there really is a lot of positive to this. Not everyone has that opportunity to live in so many cultures. And I now have more appreciation for these varied experiences. And in a way, as angry as I may have been at my parents early on, I now have nothing but gratitude because they truly have opened up doors for me. I have learned that I am more resilient, perhaps, because I have indeed been in so many different cultures and different living conditions and have dealt with folks in so many different socioeconomic classes and professions and backgrounds that there is a resilience in wanting to trudge forward, regardless of even though the path may be unknown. Just keep moving forward because there's always some surprise down the road. I think it would be good to spend time to reflect on it, to really understand where you've been, why you were moved so much all over the place, and to take stock in, yes, there are negative aspects to it, but there are just so many positives as well if we take the time to think about it. If you believe that you should be more settled, it's okay to think about a future state of where you want to go, but don't make it the addiction of what I call that destination addiction, thinking it's going to be the next thing and the next thing. I think it's great to have a vision of where we want to be in life and to take deliberate steps. even if they are small steps to get there. And I would just say the last thing is just to enjoy the ride.